Yo, welcome to another episode. Today it's so nice outside, yo. It's springtime. Finally, the snow has let up. Finally, it's time to get outside, yo. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy Amin Ra. But today we'll be talking about friendships and what do you need to do to have a positive lifestyle, right? So, for one, you have to make sure that you get rid of all the negativity in your life as much as possible. You can't get rid of all negativity because you live in this world that's a balance of negativity and positive. But as far as your inner life, for the most part, you could try to get rid of negative vibrations and negative connotations and people that just let off negative vibrations, because vibrations are very real. Some people don't think that they are, just like stress is a chemical. It's really a real chemical. So, I was having a conversation with my friend 2 days ago, and he was very stressed out, and his stressed outness was a chemical that is a reaction of his body because he is not happy with himself. So we have to understand that mentally and physically we must be fit mentally and physically, and outside of being the physical, as far as taking care of your body, eating healthy, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and water, and make sure if you live in America especially, your food is organic and not chemicalized, and make sure that you walk, try to take steps to work out, walking to running to soccer to volleyball, all good activities to keep you physically fit your body. But mentally, you got to understand that stress is very, very real chemical, and the first thing you have to do is try to minimize your stress. If you're stressing over materialistic things, I'm not saying you don't need certain things. I mean, I guess you could need another man's trash is another man's treasure, let's say it like that. But you don't always have to buy the newest thing. You don't always have to have the latest technology. Sometimes you can find joy in creating that technology, or if you see a solar panel and you want to build a solar panel, why not look up and try to gain the knowledge of how to build a solar panel and things of this nature. So don't always feel like you have to have the latest thing and stress your life about, I gotta have this, I gotta have a big house, I gotta have a Lexus or a Benz or the best car. And make sure that you understand that bills are one of the number one stress causer in this world. Money, and just, do you have enough money for this? Do you have enough money for that? And a lot of times we pay for things that we could do on our own, but we just don't, and especially in this society nowadays, we don't have the will, a lot of us, to learn to do our own thing. So one thing to having a positive attitude for the most part throughout your life, because you're always going to have those down days and negative days. That's just the way life is, ups and downs. But let's try to have more ups than downs. Especially for Black people, we have to understand around the world that we need to have a positive energy, and sometimes a lot of people administer negative energy around their aura, or their chakras and their energies and their auras, is because they have negative friends and negative people that only want to see their downfall, or don't really care about who they are. Because you could have some people that are really your friends, but they're out to benefit themselves and not necessarily you. They're not going to hurt you, or they don't put you in negative situations, but they're not there to help the whole village and the whole tribe just build and grow. So you must understand that when you have negative energy around you, that's only going to roll off to you. You can't hang out with negative energy and think that you're not going to be negative at some point, because you will. And like I said, you can't get rid of all negative energy in your life, but a lot of people are sad and run around with stress and unhappy about life because of their inner, who they are inside of themselves. They don't love themselves. They're not happy with who they are and their lifestyle, and as well as the negative energy and the friends that they're around and the people that they're around that are always negative, that are always saying negative things. You're too this, you're too that, you should do this because this guy does that. You should do this because of this, that. Like, you have to be around people that are positive, that you can build with. And, this is if you're a positive person. If you're not a positive person, you need to probably figure out why you're not a positive person. But I thought that I would break it down today because it's such a nice day, and you got Amin Ra out, which Amin, or Moon Ra is the, it was an Egyptian god, or the name of, it's Egyptian sun god, or sometimes I call it Ra, sun, and Ra is out today, and it's a good day to talk about positive energy. So another thing you have to understand too is that positive energy also has to be an everyday lifestyle. It has to be part of your energy every day. So if you are a positive person but you listen to negative music, like a lot of my friends, well, sort of kind of was friends, and even some of my friends currently and family members still do listen to negative energy, you're only going to have negative energy to push out to the world and to people, because some people will be like, oh, well, the music doesn't matter, but music is vibrations, it's thoughts. You're putting somebody else's thoughts into your brain that at some point is going to manipulate how you think. So, and it was a funny story, because I used to, my cousin, he's really into hip hop, and he makes hip hop and reggae beats and instrumentals, and actually I'm going to be introducing him to the network pretty soon. But when I used to listen to instrumentals, I used to listen to them a little bit. Like, this is something really good therapy for people. I used to listen to hip hop instrumentals, but me myself, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from up north, and I'm more of an East Coast Midwest. I listen to more hip hop if it is from America, which is more so from the regions of the north and the East Coast and the Midwest. And I'm more of a laid back, jazzy hip hop type person. So my music obviously might not be the same for everybody else. But when I started to get into instrumental music, it was something that I couldn't even do as good as my cousin as far as listening, and as far as just being at one with myself and actually having a peace of mind and being able to think when I listen to music, but to think about my thoughts and not always have somebody else's thoughts that are coming into your brain. Because for real, most people most people are listening to on the radio right now are only putting negative thoughts, and they're talking about you. They're talking about you when they saying you not getting money. They talking about you when they saying that you a scrub or you not a baller or whatever it might be. So you don't even realize this. You think that they're saying that you're that person, but no, they're talking about you because they're getting that money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to understand that sometimes you have to have clear thoughts. You have to think for yourself and not always let other people's thoughts enter to your brain. So like I was saying, I listen to a lot of instrumentals. Now at first my cousin used to listen to them a lot, and I couldn't listen to them as much as my cousin did. And then at one point I was just listening to instrumentals like all day for like 6 months or 7 months, and it was crazy because I started freestyling, and then on top of that, but even before I started freestyling, I had my own clear thoughts, and I could think to myself, and I could break things down in my head like I usually do. So another thing for a lot of people to get rid of this negative energy is to change your music. A lot of what I do, I listen to a lot of positive hip hop. I listen to real hip hop. Let me stress that, real hip hop, like not crap. And also you have to change the way your music is. You have to I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen to a lot of soca and African music, just like uplifting music, a lot of real hip hop, like I said, instrumentals and things of that nature. So one of the three, I guess, rule of thumbs for positive energy is one, to get rid of negative people with negative energy in your camp or in your friends and the people you hang out with or people you work with and things of that nature. And then two, change your music. Music is a big thing. People don't understand it, but vibrations are a big thing. And then three, you have to find out who you are as a person. You have to be happy with your life. What do you like to do? What is your goals and your aspirations? To be honest with you, I'm a free spirit, so half the time I don't even know what I like to do. I like to do everything. I like to do so many things, but I couldn't tell somebody that I just wanted to be this or I just wanted to be that. I could, but I'm sort of lying, because there's a couple things that I would like to do, just like I feel like a lot of people are. Maybe everybody's not like that, but a lot of people are. So the third thing that you have to do for yourself is to be happy with yourself and understand who you are. If you do not understand who you are, that is going to be one of the biggest fights in your life about understanding who you are. Because a lot of people think they know who they are. Oh, I just bought this Gucci purse. Well, why? Did you buy it for you, or did you buy it for your friends or trying to show off to people? Or are you trying to be who you are, or are you trying to, put this fake hair or makeup or whatever it is on your face because everybody else wants you to do it, and that's what society tells you to do. So the first thing you must do is change the negative people outside, so you don't have to listen to all this negative nonsense that's coming into your brain. Second thing you should do is change your music. At least I suggest change your music. And the third thing you should do is really find out who you are. Have time to where you can just put music on and just think about who you are and as a human being, what do you want to do and how do you want to ascend to higher goals as a human being. And those are my three things. So I just thought it was nice outside, Ra's up there in the sky, and I thought I would just come and talk to you guys before I hit you with another African history lesson. But as always, I hope this helped you out. And to all my Africans, stay Africans. The sun's out, and get out here. All my black people, get out here and have some fun and swim and just live your life. And once again, as always, I'm out. One love. Peace.